Welcome, welcome. For today, first of all, let's start with our post analysis. See what we got yesterday. Although we were in sellers territory, we had this counter trend buyers territory. Okay, price gave us the first price, which I will call set one. Okay, however, whenever I see that price did not give us a strong bullish move, I want to see if we get a deeper price from here to indicate that price want to turn, give us a higher move than what this move could not give us. Okay, so price dipped, gave a better price from this point. I'll call this set 2. Okay, but the issue there is that even this set 2, I could not locate a favorable position to take buys. There was no favorable position to take buys. So generally, what that implies is that price was not really doing anything on GJ because price gave us a 2. Yes, each retesting here is ideal. That one is just normal trading understanding. This is what I mean. Price goes up, does something like this, comes back and retests this high. But note this, this is not how an ideal structure should look. The ideal structure should look something like this. This is the ideal structure, something like this. But once you get something of this nature, you know that the market is battling between both the sellers and the buyers. Especially here, coming below this, failing to continue bearish, coming to this point, failing to continue bullish, is a strong indication that the market wants to venture into what? A ranging market. So anywhere from here could be where this, as you could see, this is just textbook. Let not be as if, hey, he's saying this is just textbook. You see what price tapped into this level. Because I'm using, let me use this so that you see clearly. Price tapped into this level. Okay. Why didn't I use this bottom? It's because this is a faker. This is actually the low that was created. Price tapped into it. Now I want to see if price will come again below this to this point. But if price comes here, I'll be anticipating it to continue bearish. Now, get me this. Just understand, this is getting a little tricky or confusing. But take a deep breath. Breathe out. And say to yourself, I can do it. It is not hard. It is easy. It is easy. It is easy. Yes, you can. So what I'm trying to say here is this. Price has entered into a range at the moment. We can't categorically say if it's going up or coming down. Okay, I don't want to make it too hard. So this is the range price is holding right now. This is the range price is holding on. So if we get price breaking above here, we could say, okay, it wants to retest this high. If price breaks below, I'm not going to take any sales because then you're selling into what? Into another level here. Because you can see whenever price dips here, it gets rejected quickly. Dips again, gets rejected. You don't want to sell into this support. Instead, it's better to wait for price to continue the bearish momentum. Okay? With that being said, what I'm looking at, which I've been looking at, like I said at the beginning of this forecast, please watch the forecast for August 8th and August 9th so that you understand why I took this sell. Okay? So I'm not going to touch anything on GJ until this my sell has hit either my take profit here or my stop loss here, whichever one comes first. The next on my watch list is gold. Okay, now let's look at what gold is going to give us. Gold, gold played out as anticipated beautifully. I was looking to take buys on the break of this structure, stop loss below the structure to give me my 1 arrow, and gold has done that. So for today, what I'm looking at is look at this demand zone here. So far as price is above this demand zone, I'll be looking to take buys. On the 1 hour, price has just come to tap the 1 hour demand zone or demand order block. Okay, price has just come to tap. At this point here, some people would have already placed out their buy limit, would have been activated here. But the reason why I don't do that buy limit stuff is that anything could happen. Anything could happen. Look at it technically, price is supposed to continue bullish from this, not to dip even to this level that is dipping to. So technically, buy limit would have been here. Those who trade using order block or some other strategies, I don't want to mention names, buy limit would have been activated here. Not activated, since it's buy limit. Stop loss here. So we see if price is going to turn bullish, but I'm not going to take any trade here. My sweet buys or safe buys will be above here because this is the last sellers in this overall bias. Okay, so I'm not going to take anything until we come above here or look for sales below here. So this will be my scenario one in the direction of the trend. This will be my scenario two, which is creating a different trend, which will be bearish. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at on gold. The last but not the least for today is Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin was erratic yesterday. I was more bullish than bearish, but when I saw what Bitcoin was about to do, I decided to take my sales because this is a sweet guy who started the bullish territory here. It has given us minor bearish market structure. So what I did was easily I dropped down to the lower time frame so that I would get some precision entry. In the lower time frame, I saw this is the bearish swing. Let me erase this so it doesn't confuse anyone. This is the bearish swing. Price had done this. This is where I took my sales. I could have waited for price to do this test, one test, two phase, but most times it just breaches and continues going down. So I took my sales here, stop loss above the structure. First TP was here, which is the top level of the demand zone. Then second TP here, which is this level here that has been respected, which was the bottom of the range before price broke out of it. Now, why did I choose these 2 points? If you go up to the 1 hour territory, you will see that first of all, I chose this point because this is the top level, like I said. Second of all, why I chose this horizontal level because based from experience, I know that this level had been tapped into severally. This is a faker, so we just assume as if price gave a bottom wick, turned bullish, went up, assume that all of this is a faker to the bullish side. So this is where price has been trending or ranging, playing ping pong from here to here. So if we assume that this is a faker, that means if price comes back in this range, this is where it will be targeting. It's a little advanced, so if you don't get it on the first take, watch it again, watch it the third time, watch it the fourth time. I believe you will understand why it came to tap here. Assume that everything below this horizontal level is faker. Assume everything above is faker because price is supposed to tap here. since it entered the range, then the chances of it dropping to this level is very high. Okay, so with that being said, what I'm looking at for today, the trade I'm looking out to take today is on Bitcoin is I would take buys. I'm looking to take buys above this level here, this supply this supply zone. I'll be taking buys going up. Then for sales, if we break this low, I will anticipate sales to retest this low. But you see that this is a small area and you'll be selling into this yellow level. Okay, if we're safe, it could just wick down before turning bullish. On the other hand, it's safer to take buys. Okay, let's see what buys will do for us. So this is what I got for you on Bitcoin. Now the last but not the least and the most important part is don't forget to subscribe, because if you don't, you snooze, you lose, right? Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button. It's somewhere down here. It's in the shape of a bell. Don't forget to comment. I appreciate each and every one of you for giving your intake of feedback. Last but not the least, don't forget to like. Let's move forward. Baraka Bashad. Peace.